This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Krumstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To throw, it's Moore. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. What a catch! Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, this was a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
First down at 10. Looking to throw here. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Now throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring it down, and the drive has now reached the 35.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Game moves it to the 35, first down again. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Snags the quick throw. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. He keeps it on a design run. Look out. Room to run here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
And this pass is on target. Caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. Tight end goes in motion. Here's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it in the open. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
At first down sack, a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on 2nd and long. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And he's got it. No problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. A deep shot to the right. Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's looking deep again. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The first play of the drive now from the 44. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Good enough for first down.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
Ohio State.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Ducks are in the red zone. Back in motion now to throw. It's Moore. He's running out of time here. They trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking downfield near the end zone. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The defense has stuffed him twice in a row. Will they try to throw for it here on 3rd down? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Send the back in motion. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Stays on his feet. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll run it to the right side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. To throw, it's St. Clair. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Oregon.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Graham. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They couldn't stop him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's low. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The Ducks will have to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. Returner decides to fair catch this. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He keeps it. QB draw.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. On first down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
To the air, it's St. Clair. The pass rush closing in. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. A huge defensive score.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. But you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. We get the second half started with the running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the left side with a toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. The pocket breaking down. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Toss play to the outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He could go. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's low. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And that sets up a return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Crosses the 35. Here he goes. At the 30 now. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Makes a nice move there. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, you could see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting upfield. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play, completely fools the defense. They're out of position, gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles, and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
Ohio State, 14.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Dropping back. It's Moore. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
3rd down and goal for the offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
31, Ohio State, 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on first down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. It's Sayin. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. To a poor punt, it bounces and goes out of bounds at the 35. The offense will have great field position. the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes the handoff. And the Ducks look to keep this drive moving. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Working clock with the ground game. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
At the 6-yard line.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find room. It's Peoples. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
brings up.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Gain of 14. Good enough for a first down.
It's almost a